Hi Word students! My name is Rosillo and I'm going to be your instructor for the next 16 weeks. So in this COSA 10 video, I'm going to tell you a bit more about the course and show you how to navigate the two websites that you'll be working in for the course. So grab some popcorn, maybe a notepad and a pencil, and let's get going. Okay, so in any online course, there are some things that you want to consider before you even start. Online courses do require you to be diligent. That means that you have to set aside a specific time or set of times to work on this class. Now, I recommend between 4 to 7 hours per week. Why 4 to 7 hours? Because some weeks will be easy for you. You'll read the material, you'll understand the assignments, not a problem. And some weeks will take a little bit more, especially as we progress through the course and the assignments get a little bit more difficult. One thing I do want to remind you is not to wait until the weekend to start your work. Look at your assignments at the beginning of the week to see how much time you should be setting aside. Also, most tech problems happen on Sunday nights, guys and gals. I get calls, I get emails, and there's nothing I can do for you on Sunday nights because that's going to be your deadline, which we'll talk about more in a little bit. Now, required materials for the course do include a reliable internet connection. We're in an online course, which means all of your work will be done online. So make sure that you're working somewhere where you can rely on the internet connection. Also, you'll need a Windows 10 operating system. Now, the author assumes that you're on a Windows 10 operating system on a PC. So for you Mac users, you will be able to do many of these assignments, but for those specific assignments where you're having issues, you'll have to procure somehow a PC. Now, another material, Microsoft Word 2016. For those of you who do not have Microsoft Word 2016, and it's got to be that 2016 version, Office 365 will be made available to you for free. That's right, for free. Now that includes Word 2016. Look inside of the Canvas course page for more information on that. Now you'll also need access to your textbook and supplemental site, which means you'll have to purchase your materials, which includes the access code because you'll be using those things every single week. Let's talk about your course deadlines. So the deadline for most of your assignments for the course is Sunday at 11:59 p.m. You will have weekly assignments that are due, right, and those will be posted in Canvas, and all of those are due at Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Now, some assignments you can attempt more than once. You'll take it the first time, and if you're not happy, you can take it again, but that retake has to be completed by, you guessed it, Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Now, the one exception is your bio post, and that's due on Thursday. That's this first week. Now, I want to make sure that you understand the rigors of an online course. So this is the one exception to the Sunday at 11:59 rule. Make sure that you are posting by Thursday your bio post so that you're not dropped from the course. Guys and gals, no late work will be accepted for the course. Make sure that you are keeping in line with that deadline. Now, again, some weeks will require more of your time and focus than others. Now, one more reminder on this, most tech-related issues really do happen on Sunday nights. So again, don't wait until the weekend to begin your work. Do some of that or most of it during the week. If you have to, work during the weekends, because I generally do not check my emails on Sunday. So make sure that you plan accordingly so you don't have to miss out on points because of a tech issue. All right, guys and gals, so I want to go over your COSA 10 Canvas course just to show you some simple navigation here. So the first thing you'll see when you log into your course is your home page. You'll have some stuff that you can read through on your home page. You can make sure to stop here every week because I'll be posting audio that explains to you what we're working on for the week. But once you read the bottom of this first page, it tells you to click on the modules link on the left. Let's go ahead and do that. Now the reason I want you to do that is because modules is going to be where I list all of your assignments, your weekly assignments. Now you'll have some to-dos on the right hand side of your screen, but I definitely want you to go into modules because I give more explanation about those assignments there. Now you also see some other navigational things here. You see grades. That's the button you click on to check your grades to see how you're doing. And then you've got myITLab and mastering. In a little bit, I'm going to show you how you can click on that to set up your myITLab course. All right, so let's go ahead and get started by clicking on modules. Now again, modules is where you look at all of your assignments. Now you'll notice here it says start here. This is the intro to the course. You've got 5 things that you have to do before you even start looking at your assignments, your textbook assignments, for example. You're going to be taking an Are You Ready for This Online Class quiz. Click on the link to open that up and you'll be able to see what you've got available to you, right? So you're going to read those instructions, and then once you read the instructions, you're going to click on next and it'll give you more information. So you'll be typing information here. All right, so then if we go back here, we've got the watch the intro to COSA 10 video, which is what you're doing now. Purchase your textbook and access code through Pearson. If you click on that, guys and gals, you've got some instructions that tell you step by step how you can purchase your textbook and access code through Pearson. Now, Pearson is our publisher. If you have not purchased your textbook through the bookstore, you can purchase it with them. All right, so you're going to register for myITLab. All right, let's go ahead and click on that. And this is a PDF that explains to you step by step how to register for the myITLab course that I've created for us. Again, you're going to follow those steps there. Just wanted to show you where that was. All right, and then you're going to post your Welcome to COSA 10 bio. You're going to click on that, read the information, and click on the reply button to post your information, or your bio information. Guys and gals, remember that this is the one exception to the Sunday deadline. This is actually due on Thursday. Don't forget to post. Okay. Next, we look at resources you will need for this course. So there are data files. Data files are those things that the textbook asks you to open to work on, for example, an assignment. It'll say open up chapter 1 data file, blah, 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 right? If you click on this data file link here, you're going to see a zip image here. It's not even an image, it's a link. If you click on the link, guys and gals, you'll be able to, at the bottom left of your screen, you'll see a yellow folder that's going to pop up. You're going to take that yellow folder, and that's going to be your chapter by chapter files that you'll need for the class. Okay, and then we've got Microsoft Word 2016 free for you. Remember I told you about Office 365. Would you like to get free access to that? Click on here and I tell you step by step what you need in order to be able to download Office 365, which includes Microsoft Word 2016 that you need for this class in that package. All right, guys and gals. Once you've gone through the intro stuff and the resources that you'll need, all right, now we've got week 1 assignments. So for right now, we've only got 2 things opened up. We've got the simulation training and the chapter 1 practice exercise. The first thing listed here is actually a simulation inside of myITLab. You will not be able to access the simulation training until you set up your myITLab course. Now, for those of you that have not yet purchased your textbook, I've got really good news for you. The publisher has given us the opportunity to set up a 14-day free trial through myITLab. Now, to get your 14-day free trial, and it's only 14 days, on the 15th day, guys and gals, your account is frozen and even I can't look at it. But to get that, you're going to click on the MyLab and Mastering instructions, remember number 4 here, and set up that free 14-day trial. It'll tell you how to do that there. Okay, so once you get into chapter 1, you'll complete that information. Chapter 1, practice exercise number 2, working space, is a textbook example of an assignment. So if you click on that, right, that's the link to get into the assignment instructions there. You'll see it says this is chapter 1, practice exercise number 2. It's called working space. Well, where is that located? Here are the instructions. Complete the textbook exercise working space on pages 128 through 129, which means you'll have to open up your textbook to pages 128 through 129. You'll also need a data file, and I showed you earlier how to get those data files. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, wait a minute, I don't have my textbook yet. Well, actually, you can get your textbook, and that's because you have that 14-day free trial option, which includes the e-text. That's right, guys and gals, it includes the e-text, which is the same exact thing as your textbook, your physical textbook, except it's in digital format. So wherever you go, as long as you've got internet access, you'll always have the e-text, even once you set up your actual access code and input that into Pearson's website, you'll still have access to your e-text for the course. All right, I'm going to go back to modules here. One more reminder before I go forward here. So you're every week going to be checking into the module section because I'm going to list step by step what you have to work on for that week. So the way this course proceeds is through weekly modules, right, as we're progressing through the chapters in the textbook. When you want to view your grades, make sure that you're clicking on grades, and please do make sure that you look at your grades. Let me know if there's any discrepancies there. And then the home link will always have, at the beginning of the week, some audio that just basically shortly and quickly introduces what we're working on for that week. I'll also put on the homepage any announcements that I've got for you, things that you should know that are coming up for our department or for the school, whatever it is, or for the class. All right, guys and gals, let's talk about myITLab. Okay, so you'll be using myITLab for this course, and myITLab is the Pearson supplemental website. Remember, you'll always access myITLab through your Canvas course page. Now, you're going to navigate to myITLab using what's called the Course Materials button. You'll complete simulation activities, and I'll show you what that looks like in just a bit here. Grader projects, capstone activities, the chapter quizzes, right, with each chapter of the course. Now, I do want to remind you that grades will be manually added by the instructor after the submission deadline. Now, let's talk about myITLab. All right, so what is myITLab? It's basically the supplemental portion of our course, or the digital portion of our course, where you're completing those electronic assignments. Now you'll click on My Lab and Mastering, and once you have set up that account using the instructions provided for you in the modules, then you'll be able to go directly into myITLab using that yellow button there. Now, on the left-hand side, you're going to go to Course Materials, and what's important is on the right-hand side here. So we've got Word Chapter 1, Introduction to Word, Organizing a Document. That's the folder that contains all of our myITLab assignments. It also contains, if you click on that little link there, student resources. Now, student resources has lots of neat stuff, guys and gals, which include the e-text for the class or for the textbook. So it's the same exact chapter information as a textbook, except it's in digital format there. So if you're going on vacation, didn't take your book, not a problem. You've got it right here inside of myITLab. Now you've also got videos that explain to you concepts that you're working on in the chapter, and then PowerPoint presentations for those of you that like to use PowerPoint presentations to learn information. Now, the graded activities folder, that's where you're getting points for completing these assignments. Now I'm going to click on that link there. And it's going to take me to the first assignment that's available to you this week, the first week. Now it's the Chapter 1 simulation training. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that link. And a simulation training simulates a Word environment. And it also simulates a Microsoft operating system environment, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to look at the information in front of you. So this is my simulation, and it's got instructions at the very bottom here. Some of you might see it on your right-hand side depending on the size of your monitor. It tells you to start Microsoft Word 2016 and begin a blank document. Notice that the instructions are nice and bold. Things that you have not done yet are in that sort of grayed out text color. But right now, all we have to do is start Microsoft Word 2016 and begin a blank document. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and click on the Start menu. I'll click on All Apps, and then I'll go into my Word document. Let's see here, Microsoft Word. There it is. So I'll click on that, and good. Looks like it worked, and then it tells me to click on the blank document, right? Because I haven't finished that initial instruction. All right, I click on blank document. Awesome. Notice how that first line of instruction has now become grayed out, and now it's concentrating on this. Click the Insert tab, insert text from Word 01, H1, camps located in the Documents folder. All right, so of course I would attempt to do this after I had read the chapter, after I had done the hands-on exercises that are part of the chapter. Now, guys and gals, if you have no idea how to do this, right, even after you've done the reading and the things that you've been assigned to do, well, the neat thing about the simulation is that it allows you to learn how to do it as you're working through this. Here where it says learning aids, if you click on that little drop down arrow, there are 3 ways that you can get an aid for learning this specific skill. Right? You can read the instructions in the e-text exactly where this was covered. You can watch a video that shows how to do it, or you can do practice. Now I like practice because it allows you some hands-on sort of practice. Let's go ahead and try it. I click on practice and notice that I get 2 things here. The audio telling me to click the insert tab, so make sure that your volume is on. And then I've got a little red ant here dancing around the insert menu. Okay, let me go ahead and click the insert tab.
In the text group, click the object button and then click text from file.
Okay, and it's even telling me where to go. I click on that, text from file, got it. Oh, there's my text. Okay, practice complete. Now try it for yourself. All right, do you guys remember the steps here? So it told me to go to Insert, and what am I doing? Clicking on the Insert tab and inserting the text from this file located in the Documents folder. Then it told me to go to Object. I'm going to Text from File, right? We've been given a file name. This is the text that we're going to import into this existing document, so we do not have to retype this again. Text from File, there it is. I'm going to click on it and click on Insert, and there it is. Awesome. Notice that it becomes grayed out. Next set of instructions, save the document in the Documents folder using the file name W01H1 Refuge, and then you'll close the document. So once you finish this line of instructions, because there's no more left, then you'll go on to number 2 of 17 questions in this simulation. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close this out, guys and gals. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and leave this. As more of these assignments become available to you, you'll see them in the Chapter 1 folder, right? You'll know which ones to complete because you're going to look in Canvas first, and then you'll have an opportunity to complete them. Now, the simulation trainings you can complete more than once. You can do these 3 times if you'd like, and a lot of students do like to do that because it gives them an opportunity to really understand what they're doing. All right, guys and gals, let's continue talking about our course. As you can tell, you're going to have lots of different types of assignments for this course, but you can put them into 2 general categories. The first is going to be textbook assignments, where you'll be getting your instructions directly from the textbook. And the second one is going to be the types of assignments that you complete in myITLab. Now, there's also going to be one more type of assignment, and that's to prepare you for the MOS exam. The Microsoft Office Specialist exam, it's an industry recognized certification that shows you are proficient with Microsoft Word 2016. Now, if you pass this course, you're going to be given a free voucher from the department so that you can take this exam. When you pass, you're going to receive a certificate that you can make part of your application when getting your jobs, and then you can add it to your LinkedIn profiles. This is a win-win opportunity, guys and gals. Make sure that you are using all of the preparatory sort of assignments to make sure that you pass this exam. Now, as part of the course, as I mentioned, you're also going to be given the opportunity to practice for the exam using specialized software. Now, I'll give you more information on that as the semester progresses. So, although the MOUSE certification exam is a considerable opportunity, it is not tied to your grade. Now, you are highly encouraged and facilitated to take this exam because it offers you such credibility. But should you fail the exam, or even if you don't decide to take it, your grade will not be affected. Now, I say that, but I'm really hoping that you'll all take this amazing opportunity to pass this industry certification exam. So, where can you get more help in this course? Now, there will be times when you've read the chapter and you've completed the in-text, hands-on exercises that are part of the reading, and you're still confused on some portion. Now, there are more ways to get help besides the reading. Number 1 is going to be to email me at zrosillo@lbcc.edu. Now, that's zrosillo@lbcc.edu. Now, that's also listed on your syllabus in Canvas. I am your biggest resource. Now, I've done the work, I know the material, and I will always do my best to get you the help that you need. When you email, make sure that you include your name, right, which course you're emailing me about, the chapter that you're stuck on, and the specific area that you're stuck on. Is it an in-practice exercise in the textbook? Is it something in myITLab? Let me know what specifically you're stuck on. Now, another way that you can get help is to simply review the videos for the chapter in myITLab under that Course Materials Student Resources section. Sometimes just watching the video, right, and seeing the skill being completed helps you to understand what you might have done wrong. Now, the last way is to visit the COSA technology labs at either campus. Now, we've got 2 labs, guys and gals, specifically for our COSA students. At the Liberal Arts campus, that lab is located in room M109, and it's a room specifically set up with the exact software configuration that we need to be successful in our course. PCC also has a COSA Technology Center, and that's in room AA206. Lots of varied hours. Those will be listed in the Canvas course site. So those are 2 places you can go to talk to someone who's gone through the material, who understands what you're working on, and can give you a little bit more help. Now, guys and gals, again, I want to emphasize that I am your biggest resource. Make sure that you guys are emailing me earlier in the week, because remember, we talked about at the end of the week, especially Sunday, if you're having a problem with myITLab, for example, technology problem, there's not a lot of help that I can offer you because I don't generally check my emails on Sunday. But before that, I'll be happy to answer your emails, usually within 24 hours. Some things to keep in mind about our course. This course requires pop-ups for things like reading your e-text. Sometimes the simulation screens require a pop-up, things like that. So make sure that you disable your pop-up blockers, or you'll have to click on the little X to open up those screens every time. Now, your assignments are due by, do you guys remember? That's right, 11:59 on Sunday of that week. Make sure that you are keeping in line with that deadline. All right, guys and gals, remember that you have COSA Tech Labs. They're available for you. You, as a student of my course, have free access to LAC and PCC COSA Tech Labs. Make sure that you check in Canvas for the open hours. Now, as part of this course, you're going to have a free opportunity to take the MLS exam for Word 2016. And I'll, of course, talk more about that as the semester progresses, but I want to get you excited about that now. I also want to remind you to email me with questions, whether it's course related or navigation related. Maybe you just have general questions about the utility of the software, whatever it is. When you email me, include your full name, right? Your course, the specific question that you have, so that I can best assist you. COSA 10 students. I'm looking forward to reading more about you in your bio. Remember that that's due on Thursday. Don't forget that deadline. I'm looking forward to starting off a wonderful semester with you as well, and to learning more about you, as well as helping you learn more about Microsoft Word 2016.